Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's Marketing Monday, and I'm happy to say I have my power back after almost 6 full days without power here on Long Island in New York. It was crazy.
I can't even imagine.
You know, it was, thankfully I have family and friends, right? Because you're beg, borrowing, and stealing electricity and hot showers. But you know what? It could have been worse. And as I told Kim before I came live, I am on a new vengeance to make sure everybody is running a profitable business, because when stuff like this happens, it's such a relief to know that you're okay because you have money to go. You can buy things, you can replace things. I lost, probably $400 worth of groceries in the freezer and the refrigerator, and it's such a hardship for so many people. So anyway, happy to be here today, and we're going to talk about LinkedIn.
Right. It is like, secret be told, LinkedIn is my favorite. Like, I just love the opportunities presented for professional people to use LinkedIn. To me, it's kind of like the hidden secret right now. And there's just a lot of opportunities that you can use LinkedIn. Like, you use it very intentionally, and it's very good for your business, the way that you manage it. Not everybody wants to do it that way, but they could still have a remarkable show themselves on LinkedIn, even if they're not intending to use it as aggressively as what you do. But if they do use it aggressively as you do, it's amazing how much business they can get from LinkedIn. Yes. So Facebook and Instagram are great, to showcase your products, to showcase what you do. They're great. LinkedIn is to bring it up to that professionalism and really get in front of that right audience, especially if you're looking for people that tend to have a little bit more economic resource, a little bit more income that's coming in. The LinkedIn average person is like $85,000 a year and up. So it's generally higher economics, where Facebook is like the 25 to 27,000. So you can see that if you have a higher end target market, then LinkedIn is a great place to show up professionally. But you do need to remember, LinkedIn is totally different than the other platforms. They don't care about what you're eating for breakfast, and they don't necessarily care if you're going to Starbucks. It's a way to show that you are the industry expert, and it's a way to showcase your services, and it's a way to really be helpful, but yet just shine, because there's not as many people over there yet.
Yeah, I've done incredibly well on LinkedIn, and we do use it very intentionally. We started, I'm thinking, 2 years ago, and the way I use it is to invite people into my Facebook group. And I also have a group on LinkedIn that I've never quite, given a lot of attention to. But we also post, like you're saying, where I can be considered an expert in my blogs and sometimes some videos. We message people, and we've gotten an incredible response.
Right. So I do believe in LinkedIn. So if you want to share your screen, I will use you as an example, because you do it really well, and give people 3 quick wins that they can have for LinkedIn.
Okay, so let me try to show it in this. Well, let's see if we can rearrange it so that it's bigger and we're smaller. Is it going to let me? No matter how I try to rearrange this, it's not showing it big and us small. Let me try hiding myself for a second. And now let me try to rearrange. We do have some limitations with this Be Live. Kim, I think this is not going to quite work the way
that's okay. I will talk from mine, and I'll kind of look. Okay, so we can kind of get the gist. The header, the cover photo, the picture that's behind your image on LinkedIn is a huge thing. A lot of people do not put an image in there, and they're missing the prime real estate opportunity. So where you have it says Nancy Ganskoff for business coaching and a big header there. What I recommend for interior designers especially is showcase some of the work you've done. Put one of the photos of a place that you've redesigned there. Or if you are
instead of your picture?
No, not where your photo is. It's where your copy is, where it says Nancy So if you want to, can you bring up me? I think that's example. If you just search for my name on your LinkedIn. Yours a little bit harder because you use copy, which is fine. But you see the picture that I have with a lot of people in it?
Yes. Okay.
So,
the top of the picture.
when you come to look at me, if you didn't know me and you check me out, the first impression you're going to have of me is that I like to smile and I'm happy. That's kind of what, and this was actually at a ribbon cutting of mine. And so then you can see that, you know, there's other professional people. So you can get a lot of impression from someone just by the image they use in their cover photo. So you have your words, which is fine. It tells people what you do. Other examples for you would be if you're speaking. I know I've seen some pictures of you speaking before. If you wanted to promote your speaking, you could do that. If you have a book that you wrote, you could do that. Interior designers can show pictures of the work they've done. Other coaches could show even a picture of themselves sitting in a chair with another person so they can know exactly when they look at you what you do. So mine, they don't can't really tell what I do, but I must be social because I have people around me.
I actually love this because it's very similar to the Facebook banner that I always tell people to showcase your work.
Yes.
And it looks like you're speaking at a conference. Whatever it was, it looks like you're speaking at a conference. Right. So I love that.
Right. And you typically what I recommend is that when you are doing cover photos across platforms, so that if I went to your Facebook page, I would know immediately that I met the same person that I was on LinkedIn. And so having those same banners on Twitter, having the same headers so that people know and they can identify you. Or if you have branded colors, like you wear a lot of blue in your pictures, that I don't have to second guess that I'm at the right person, because I was so frustrated. Like, am I at the right person? Because that. So having a branded cover photo of something or of yourself. The thing that you don't want to do is, my son, who I love dearly, had pictures of him tailgating, like at a thing, and he's a professional businessman. So you want to make sure it reflects your professional image.
Okay.
So that's the first tip. The second tip is where we have the bio. So if you want to bring yours up, or we can use mine, but you have a good bio too. A lot of people will put in what they are, interior designer or whatever. Instead, you want to answer the question. So your bio, let me pull up yours. Let me just hop in your bio is right underneath your name there.
About page?
Nope. The bio is yours is helping interior designers get more leads, attract ideal clients, and be more profitable. One-to-one and group coaching, ID Profit Formula course, free Facebook group interior design business forum. So when I come to you, if I searched up interior designers, coach for interior designers, chances are you're going to follow up, show up in LinkedIn. Where people make the mistake, and when I first started LinkedIn, I did the same thing. I did CEO of Fresh Impact. Well, nobody's going to search CEO of Fresh Impact.
Right.
And so then I changed mine to social media specialist, Facebook advertiser, group trainer. So then if they're searching for someone that's going to train in social media, they'll get my name. So,
and it's funny, I'm looking at this going, oh, I need an update because I'm changing all my bios to business coach and body language trainer, as opposed to helping interior. Like, it's time for me. I'm starting to change across platforms. So I need an update, which is another important thing to make sure you're looking
at reviewing and testing. So I did a test a while back, because LinkedIn could be like a quick landing page for your website that you didn't even know about, kind of like, so it's a perfect opportunity to test. So I put down social media specialist just because I wanted to see how this worked for coaches. And I just left it at that. Immediately, LinkedIn switched, and I was getting more inquiries from coaches, more inquiry for that thing. So if you're an interior designer and you want to just like put your feet in the water just a little bit and shift, say that you wanted to specialize in kitchen and bathrooms instead of whole homes, you could say interior designer for kitchen and bath, and test that for 3 months and just see what the response is, if you notice a difference, and then track those analytics. So it's a great way to kind of switch things up. But answer the question. Think about how are people going to search for you? So don't get cutesy. Don't get real clever.
One of my pet peeves when people try to get fancy with fancy words, and like, keep it simple. What would someone come up to their computer and type in order to find you?
Right.
That's what you want all your bios and your about me's and everything.
And you want it consistent across all the platforms. So making sure, one little insider hack here, that if you change your bio on the computer, you have less characters than if you update your bio through the phone. So that's a quick little hack on that.
Yes, I did it through the phone so I could get more characters in.
Yes. So, and you can do, the first part of it is you want to use the searching. And then the other, like you did perfectly, that you had that free Facebook group. So they're not going to search for free Facebook group, but if they come to you and check you out a little bit more, they're going to say like, oh, she's got a free Facebook group.
Yes.
Okay. So that is very important. And then the last quick thing on the about, we'll go ahead and we'll look at yours a little closer. So I love, when we talk about the about, some people will put down their resume, or they're like, I went to college here, I went to this, and I work for this. No. We want to know what's in it for them. People want to know how you are going to help them. And so right away, you gave some testimonials. So right away that people can get to know you, and then as a business coach, and then you identify what you do, and then your specialty, and then how you're going to help people. So the first paragraph should always be what's in it for them, in which you did really well because you gave them the testimonials. What's in it for them, then share your expertise, and then share how are you going to help them.
Love it. Okay. And I think for coaches, LinkedIn is a no-brainer for sure.
Right.
For interior designers, I've been asked this a lot, and pretty much I always say, if you can get your messaging right and get very specific as to who you're targeting, it can be very effective. So, For example, if you know your ideal client is or CFO or CEO or C-level executives, which many designers will say, oh my God, yeah, like that's always who you want. But is it really your ideal person that you like to work with and it's your superpower? If it is, LinkedIn can be very beneficial to be doing your marketing and connecting with C-level executives who are going to research a good designer before they hire them. So anytime you're posting on LinkedIn, and you have to think of the researcher's mind, not necessarily how to pick a paint color or how to accessorize, but how to check an interior designer's credentials, what to be looking for before you hire an interior designer, an architect, or a contractor. These are the types of research articles that high-level people do before they hire somebody in their home.
Right.
Not DIYers turned into people who are using interior designers, which is a great need, but you need to be thinking of a different type of content if you're looking to attract C-level executives, and LinkedIn is a great place to do it.
Right. Definitely agree.
So, all right, everyone, that's your Marketing Monday. I hope it was helpful today. Thank you so much, Kim.
You're welcome. I love talking about LinkedIn.
I know. I didn't know you like LinkedIn that much. Yes. So this is good stuff. LinkedIn takes time to build your portfolio. I always get the question, is it worth paying for the upgrade with LinkedIn? I do. I pay for it because I think we're probably sending about 20 messages a day. I don't even know how many connections I have at this point on LinkedIn, but it's pretty large. I haven't looked. I always answer. My team throws out the first message, but then I always respond after that when people, answer back, just like I do on all my other platforms. But I have found it incredibly beneficial, and a couple of my designers have as well. So it's pick your poison. Pick your social media poison.
Right. Well, and you want to be where your people are at. If you do if your target audience is more of the DIYers, then, you definitely want to be on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. But if you are really wanting to attract the CEOs, the C-suite people, then LinkedIn is a great platform to explore.
Or commercial design.
Correct. Yes.
You're looking for facilities managers and human resources people and all that kind of.
Right. And they're very busy, time sensitive people. So your messages have to be very on target when they do search for you.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So if you need help with your social media specifically, reach out to Kim. She's my social media
Cody just messaged real quick.
Oh, what did Cody say? 26 plus the last time I checked. Oh, we're messaging 26 plus people a day on LinkedIn, driving them to my content, driving them to my Facebook group as interior designers. And we just started the coaching hotspot, which is for online coaches and consultants who are looking to grow their business. So we are starting to message them to join my new group, the coaching hotspot, because I coach a lot of coaches and people don't even know that. So anyway, that's Marketing Monday. Everyone go have a great week. If you're looking to grow a profitable business as an interior designer or an online coach or consultant, reach out to me. If you need help with specifically with your social media, reach out to Kim. You're doing audits now, Kim, right? A lot of them.
Yep, a lot of audits. And interesting enough, I do LinkedIn training for groups. So that's, yes. So but a lot of audits have been the highlight. That way people are setting themselves up. We have 5 months left to rock 2020, and knowing where you're at and knowing what you're doing can really end up being more profitable.
Absolutely. Oh, and Cody's correcting. He says I have 23,000 connections on LinkedIn. That's what he meant. So, all right, everyone, have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow for Money Talk Tuesday, and I'll be in the group this week. I have a surprise pop-up challenge for everybody. So in my group, the Interior Design Business Forum, watch for me later. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. Just watch for me later. It's a challenge this week. All right.
All right.
Talk to everyone soon. Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.